Welcome back to the Funyon. In aviation news, a baggage handler for Alaskan Airlines was found sleeping in the cargo bay almost 14 minutes after the plane departed. Passengers noticed a loud banging noise coming from below the plane that some initially thought were just standard lack of safety checks noises you'd expect to hear from any aging aircraft. The worker was reportedly just fine and even passed a drug test, though each passenger was assessed an additional $10 fee for extra luggage weight. And now, with the latest from the world of sports, is Spencer Lachele with The Benchwarmer.
Welcome, folks, to The Benchwarmer, the only sports segment more guilty than Aaron Hernandez. I'm Spencer Lachele. If you watched the Masters this week, you probably missed the Masters because you fell asleep for the entire duration of the tournament. But reportedly, not Tiger Woods won this year and received the slightly coveted green jacket. All right, I think that's all the golf news we can handle on this show, or else I would need a hydrogen peroxide enema. Moving on. If you're an in-season fan of hockey like I am, then you probably already know the playoffs for the Stanley Cup have begun. Round 1 kicked off with the Canadiens in a neck-and-neck game against the Senators. Let's go to some footage of the game. Whoops, wrong clip. Looks like there's too many files named White Guys Fight on Ice on my laptop. Sorry, fam. In local sports news, the fighting, flying, super styling New Orleans Pelicans won last night after stealing the match from the San Antonio Spurs in the last few minutes of the game. The real hero last night, though, was Anthony Davis. His unibrow moved so quickly that it almost looked like a real Pelican in the distance as he went up and down the court, scoring 32 points. For more sports coverage you can't and wouldn't want to get anywhere else, visit tigertv.tv for The Benchwarmer. I'm Spencer Lachele.
Coming up next, how gaudy did Jodi Arias look at her sentencing? We have the take from fashion experts with no sense of shame whatsoever.
Plus, we honor the memory of President Abraham Lincoln with an interracial twerk contest. We'll be right back.
The world is watching and the paparazzi is flocking, and we flash it when we drop in and we shut down your party, man. His and
John in Tennessee, go ahead. What you want to say?
Trash, dog. Get the off the airwaves.
Welcome back to the Funyon. With the NHL playoffs beginning this week, Canada is finally back in the world's conscience. The Montreal Canadiens took on the Ottawa Senators in the first round of the puck playoffs, finally allowing most Americans to remember their stupidly polite brethren for the first time since the sport was invented. One Connecticut native and sport enthusiast, Brian Thomas, took to the web to voice his opinion on the sport, saying that hockey is totally a sport due to the high volume of concussions and complete disregard for the participants, much like the only sport that matters, football. However, sports fans around the country will be tuning in to watch a bunch of cold-weather hillbillies smack each other with sticks while dancing on ice. And now, with the latest in entertainment trash, is Daniel Anton in F News.
Welcome to F News, the only entertainment segment more lifeless than Dina Lohan's face. I'm Daniel Anton. Our favorite non-famous celebrity, Courtney Stodden, is back in the flesh. And boy, do we mean flesh. Courtney had a bit of a wardrobe malfunction this week when her skimpy bikini top unraveled in front of horrified children and parents. You can catch the full uncensored video playing at my place on a loop for the next 24 hours. Just make sure to knock first. The entertainment world is mourning a great loss this week, any last shred of respect America has had for Native Americans. Coachella, also known as the Trail of Tears Part 2, is taking place in Indio, California, where indie chicks can don feather headdresses and chill bros can sleep in urine-soaked teepees. However, not only was Native American culture desecrated, but just about every other culture under the sun. For instance, like this white guy singing the N-word without a care in the world. We truly do live in a post-racial America. In other Coachella news, newly engaged Robert Pattinson was spotted at the festival dancing like an unbathed hippie on acid. or in other words, Robert Pattinson. This is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to celebrity spottings at Coachella. For instance, Kendall and Kylie showed up like a couple of sea-punk princesses. Rihanna stepped out of a time warp from the mid-90s, and Victoria Justice was just happy to be noticed. Well, that's all the venom we could milk from the forked-tongued serpent that is Hollywood. Visit TigerTV.com for the latest in all that the world of entertainment has to offer. For F News, I'm Daniel Anton.
Well, that's all for tonight's broadcast. Please tune in next week for the series finale of The Funyon on Tiger TV.
Yes, MJ, this pathetic show has finally limped its way to the finish line. Watch to find out who dies, who gets voted off, who finds out they're pregnant, who wins a cruise, and finally, who will be the last one standing and become America's next top model.
It will be very exciting to say the least and might just run for 30 minutes if the powers that be have any mercy at all.
I doubt they will, MJ. For all of us here at the Funyon, good night and good luck on passing this semester.